Friends, so I am working on a couple things. I'm going to work on off the board today, which I love doing off the board. I think it is one of the smartest, coolest challenges because, well, it's not even a challenge. It's a series because we get to take a pin that we have on Pinterest and actually get it off the Pinterest board and use it. Which doesn't seem like it should be that big of a deal, but it is that big of a deal. So I'm going to use this pin that I found right here. I found it this past week, and it looks like it's from Split Coast Stampers, Sketch 16 January 1. So maybe from January 1 of 2016? Not sure. But also right down here, it has the guide for ABCD, yada, 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 like how you should cut your papers, and I thought that would be really, really fun. So I'm going to combine that with this right here. I'm in the middle of an online crop, and we are to use this mood board to inspire us, and look at how pretty that is. So what I did is I went ahead and went into my pre-made little kits. I have these little page kits I make, and I went in there and I found this one because if you look at it, the colors look really, really good with this mood board. It's some Chamel stuff, some older Hip Kit Club exclusives. I have Gossamer Blue Shape, Dear Lizzie. So I have a nice little mix-a of designers, styles, all that kind of thing. And I'm not exactly sure how the dragons and the polka dots, ooh, that purple really works. And I also have this really great Simple and Sweet sheet right here by Pink Fresh. Now I've cut this whole sheet apart previously, so maybe I'll use the grid. And the photo I'm going to use is this right here. We went yesterday to the Detroit Donut Company, and it's kind of like the Cupcake Station, or, you know, super fancy gourmet donuts. So that was mine right there. It is fabulous. That was a cannoli. This is a Fruity Pebbles. You know, this was the Oreo one, and then we had two people that needed Oreo, two that wanted, nobody needed one. Boston cream. I had, like I said, the cannoli, and my son got the Fruity Pebbles one, and they were all fantastic and excellent, and it's just a fun treat. Okay, that was a lot of fast talking that got me, I guess, to this point. So I'm going to go ahead and scrapbook this with you and enjoy the process and all that. Like, ooh, I could put, I know that these were donuts, but I can definitely put a little sweet treat on there. I have these little Glimmer Girl glitter shaker stickers. That would be fun to get on there. And I'd like to get both of these on here too. I've had these leftover rubber shapes by Gossamer Blue, and Gossamer Blue doesn't even exist anymore. So I'm going to try my best to get lots of fun elements on here and take you along with me. All right, here we go, friends. All right, I have chosen my background pattern paper, and I believe I trimmed my photo. Now I'm going to go ahead and start choosing what I want to do with those strips in the middle, as well as those really large circle elements. It's kind of exciting to decide what I want to do there. Now, this is a really central design, and I think that you could really go in a lot of ways with it. Look at how gorgeous that paper is right there. I think that's by Dear Lizzie, isn't it? And you know, this photo is bright and cheerful and happy. So I mean, I was really excited that I had put together this kit previously, and I'll be able to A, get rid of some stash, B, use a pin, and yeah, have fun products to work with. I'm going to use some of this Fab Dragon paper by Chamel. Dragons have zero to do with this layout whatsoever. I just liked their bright, happy color. Now, they're not going to be highlighted that they're dragons. They're not going to be like any big deal, you know, with that. But most of us that take a look at this know what it is right away. I'm also going to go ahead and take a look at this, or use this castle wall. Is it a castle wall? Is that what you would call this pattern paper? And I'm going to just use it for the whimsy of it. I guess like if you go buy fancy overpriced donuts, you know, you get to do whatever you want on your layout because you are the boss of your layout. So I've gone ahead and attached all of my background pieces down, not my photo. And I'm using my giant honkin' 3-inch circle punch to recreate the circles and just making sure I like the colors and all that kind of stuff. But I'm just using what's in my kit. My goal is to use what I have on my desk as I'm going along and yeah, get these products used up that we have just I don't know. I think this is the difference between hoarding and being a crafter is that you actually use your stash. I don't know. So these are from Gossamer Blue, which is a company that is no longer around. So it's probably time to move those products along. These little rubber charms are fantastic, and I'm able to use both on my layouts. So actually, they're not charms; they're just like little rubber pieces. Are they called charms? I'm going to pop my photo up on Fun Foam, which you see me do all the time, nothing new. If possible, I like the kind that has the adhesive on one side just because I like the ease of it. Now, I usually pick that up at Michael's in the kids' craft section, and I use a coupon, and it comes to like roughly $4 a pack, and I only have to buy a couple of packs a year, so it's definitely a must-have for my crafting style. Alrighty, so I have my giant circles down. Now I'm looking through my Dear Lizzie chipboard pieces that I had in this little collection kit, or it's not a collection kit, in this little kit I put together, and I am going to end up keeping that title being Live because it made sense to me. We had this great day where we went to First Watch and while we were waiting for our table, we ordered fancy donuts. Like we just had a nice little shopping festival. So we are definitely living that day. I'm gonna go ahead and put the this little ice cream cone down because I was thinking it's kind of like we're getting sweet treats. So I decided to have that little piece on there, and oh yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use liquid adhesive on this little rubber piece. It just doesn't seem like the pieces stay on with just my ATG for some reason. It needs just a little extra oomph. So I'll get my rubber pieces on, and that is one package that can actually hit the recycle bin. And yeah, so no, I had no idea when I put this kit together which direction I'd be going in. So what this drawer is right here, it's a drawer with goodies that I'm kind of concentrating on using. So I'll go here before I go hunting through most of my scrap room. I go here and then I go into my color drawers. So it's just a way to actually be able to kill off some stash. Otherwise, I'd have packages in my room for decades. So this is a much older Hip Kit Club exclusive little well, not kit, bits of embellishments, and they are epoxied, like they're super shiny and slightly flexible. They're a really cool product, but those are from, I'd say, maybe 3 years ago. These little words here are from a Simple Stories Valentine line, and they're just like little lovey words, but I've been able to use them on all kinds of layouts. I only get a couple Valentine layouts in a year, so I've been able to move that product onto all kinds of goodies, and it's just like love this and stuff like that. So you can definitely use your themed products in all kinds of different ways. Now these enamel dots right here by Cartabella, I think they came in some kit I got somewhere along the way, but they are ever so generic, easy to use enamel dots. This little heart I have right here, it was sitting on my desk. I had just a couple of what do you call it, like little die cuts sitting on my desk, just to the right of me, and I thought that might be something that I could make a nice little journaling spot. It was actually the center of a cut file. So if I see it, I use it. If it's put away, I don't. So I keep trying to have supplies like in eyesight. That's what I've been doing this month, just sitting right around me, because then I am able to use them. So, and that's bringing, a bit of white space, I guess, in the middle of all that pattern paper. All right, it's time to do some of the finishing touches on this layout. I'm going to go ahead and look at that cute little cupcake. I'm going to go ahead and use bits and pieces from some of these packages that I have opened. Those are by Paper House, and I picked them up at Tuesday morning this past year. And it's kind of like random little bits, like there's music notes and the word family, and they had little hearts and stars and stuff like that. So it's random pieces, and they keep finding a way to make they keep finding a way onto layouts. So a lot of you know that my big product focus this year is to use up all of these vintage rub-ons that I have. So I've never used these Heidi Swapp foil ones, and they turn out to be super cool. I'm sure everybody's used them but me. But you kind of put this sticky stuff on first, and then you put like a gold foil over the top, and it sticks to it. I was just rubbing it on with my finger. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do, but it's super, super metallic and really showy. So you can see I have the arrow down. I did a heart by that ice cream cone, and that really large circle up at the top, because I thought that worked better as a visual triangle to have the 3 circles on this layout. Now this is a handy dandy new embossing punch that I picked up for like $4 from Tuesday morning, and I've been punching out this beautiful white vellum with it and popping it onto a bunch of different layouts. You know how we get all excited about our new goodies, our new tools and stuff that we pick up, and we use them on everything for a while. So that's what I'm doing there. Sorry that my hair kept popping in. I'm a tiny bit on the short side, and sometimes I have to lean forward in order to be able to see what I'm doing. So now I'm going to try to get as many of these Carta Bella enamel dots on as I can, trying to use up packages of things as I go, and seeing, what colors work and what don't, and putting them into like sets of 3 here and there. So this layout is just about done. I'm going to go ahead and add some Heidi Swapp Color Shine in gold, and I think that's what's going to wrap it up. So I wanted to thank you guys so much for watching this video today. I'll be back ever so soon with another one, and you know all the usual stuff. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you could, if you want to be notified when my next video goes up. Please hit that little bell, and if you have any questions, comments, etc., go ahead and leave them below, and I will get back to you ever so soon. Thanks so much for watching, friends.